He was Sinatra's right-hand man. He was there at CBGB's in '77, Sunset Strip in '81, and he's still going strong today. His name is Jack.
And you first tell me, how did the inception of, the award, the residency program come about? Like, what was Glenfiddich's idea behind this, and what you brought to, the table when you came on board?
To begin the whole program?
Yes.
Well, we began the program in 2002, and we had a number of objectives. The overriding one was to create a collection of work for William Grant and Sons, the family owners of the Glenfiddich brand. It would be very easy to go perhaps buy work at auction or commission artists, but through the insight of Peter Gordon, one of William Grant's descendants, who is now the family owners, the idea of having a residency program, the artists come to Glenfiddich, they spend 3 months being immersed in the experience and producing new work. At the end of the residency, they leave a piece of this work for our collection. So it means that the collection is a very personal relationship back to the Glenfiddich distillery.
And it's a very innovative concept. We're not getting the artist to use the product. We're not getting the artist to look at the place. We're telling to build a relation with the distillery.
Exactly.
So what has, just from the experience of working with the artists, what has been the experience like to see somebody come, discover a new place, and then to see the final end product?
I think that's the most wonderful thing about the family attitude of William Grant and Sons and Glenfiddich, is that it's a very open and it's an immersive experience. It's one that welcomes, and that is why we did not want to make a prescriptive art program. We wanted the artists to come explore themselves and discover their own unique aspect of Glenfiddich.
And tomorrow you will be announcing the winner of the Indian listing resident.
Yes, it'll be our third of the Best College Art Glenfiddich Emerging Artist of the Year in India, which is very exciting. We started that back in 2012 with Juhika, who came from Gurgaon, and last year with Juvan from Chennai. So we've got 5 artists shortlisted for tomorrow night again, and the 5 for the future exhibition. And that has been it's quite a massive process. There was over 460 artists who were eligible for entrance into the competition this year. And myself and other jury members, we need to bring this down, and there's, with that huge range of artists and with quite a large selection panel, there's still quite a nice meeting of minds. So I think the 5 that we have is the pure essence, the distillation, if you like, of the entrance this year.
So what do you look for in an ideal resident? What are the qualities?
Somebody who's open, who's got open eyes, open mind, open heart. Somebody who will be willing to allow themselves to let the experience wash over them and relate that back to their work.
Let me take a step back. So you had residents before, even from India, coming in for Best College Art.
Yes.
Himalaya, you had.
Yes.
So when did the association and how did the association with Best College Art come about?
That came about, as I said, in 2012 with the William Grant's team in India. Made the association with Kapil from Best College Art and the Oberoi Hotel. And I think it was also the association of J.J. Valleya. It sort of brought us into a new sphere of understanding in India. It raised the awareness of what Glenfiddich was doing in the art programme. And because Best College Art are also, in a sense, like Glenfiddich pioneers and looking to encourage and mature and develop talent, it's a very natural pairing.
And how do you see this program evolving, in the future? Do you plan and make it bigger? Do you see?
Well, yes. In fact, this year we have 10 artists. So it's the first time. We normally have 8 artists. We have 4 artists from Asia. So obviously India, China, Taiwan and Korea. We've been operating for the same number of years well, since 2005 with Canadian and American artists. Last year Mexico joined the program, and this year Chile will be joining the program for the first time. In addition to that, we have a graffiti or urban artist coming from Spain, and once again we will be bringing a graduate or a student from the Royal Academy in London to make up the tent. So that is a great expansion, and that is something that we can continue to do over the next few years. Of course, we like to bring the artists together in one group, but it may get to the point where we maybe go to 12 artists, maybe more, that we start to bring groups of artists over the year rather than concentrating on the summer months.
So now, like over the years, the residency has been around this. You have, like, you could fair to say, you have an alumni of, you know,
Yes.
ARS. So is this something that sets them apart? You know, the change that comes because you've had a mix of emerging artists, and like J.J. Malayan was already established.
Yes.
So is there like a distinct something that they take with them once, you know, the...
I think from country to country it varies immensely. Obviously in Taiwan, which is relatively speaking, you know, in comparison to India, certainly quite a small country, and there the art world is very concentrated and very well interconnected between Taipei and Tainan and so forth. And so every year that I go to Taiwan, we need to get a bigger table for the family, for the extending family to come around. And it's lovely those connections that they make between each other, and also the fact that the previous artists can help the new artists. It's almost like a sibling relationship, you know, when they see the younger ones coming through and they can help them, tell them what to expect when they're at Glenfiddich and so forth. And you know, certainly for our winner in India, Juhika Banjito, in 2012, I think the confidence that it gave her as an artist and as a person, as a woman, I think that was a value far beyond anything we could have ever imagined when we began the program.
Interestingly, I think it's Yuan's best friend who's now in this
Oh, really?
current guest.
Wow, well.
So yeah, I guess the connection...
It does, yes. And they do keep in contact, and I keep in contact with many of the artists. Excuse me. The same in China. You know, last year we had our first show in Beijing. We normally had exhibitions in Shanghai, but last year we went to Beijing. So we had some Beijing artists. The first Beijing artist in 2007, Ding Jie, and also Xi Xing from 2009. They were able to join the Shanghai and the Hangzhou and the Nanjing artists who also travelled to Beijing. So again, it was nice to get that gathering of alumni together.
We're done. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
You're welcome, Stephanie. Thank you.